With that said, this is gonna be our Joel's corner. What you got, Joel? In Joel's corner, man.
So like, no
Don't put
cap.
baby in the
Like I
corner.
really had an epiphany this week, and so I was actually doing a lot of driving this this current week, and just kind of just reflecting, driving, from Dallas to Frisco to from Keller to Fort Worth to Euless to Highland Village, wherever it may be, and so I actually got invited to go speak to some high school students here in a couple weeks. And I'm like, I'm thinking about, I'm like, where I'm gonna go, what I'm gonna talk to them about. So, with that being said, it kind of made me reflect on myself. And with that being said, looking back, it was like, I've done a lot of different things far as, working at Subway, working, joining the Army, doing plumbing, now in real estate. And looking back, I was like, you know what? I never really gave 100% in anything I ever did because I was always so good at everything that I did. I always kind of I gave like 80% here, 100% there, 90% here.
This math isn't adding up, but okay.
But you know what I'm saying? I never really. So with that being said, like she said,
I just had to point out.
Yes. So I never been consistent and persistent. And I think those are two things. I think that's what's really valuable. No matter what you do, whatever you're doing in life, rather if it's podcasts or real estate or plumbing or flight attending, or if you at a warehouse, even being a parent, my son, he's about to be 14 here in a couple of weeks. He's about to be a freshman. His mom and I, we have an awesome relationship. That's hands down. I worked on that. It wasn't given to me. I worked on that. I think, a lot of people don't have a good relationship with their, baby daddy, baby mama, or the kid's son, or kid's mother. However you want to be PC about it, political correct about it. My baby mama's awesome. She's very smart. She has a good career. She has a nice house. My son is fortunate. He's a spoiled ass brat at the end of the day.
He's a good kid, though.
Yeah, he's a great kid.
Yep.
And with that being said, it's like, today I was driving. It's like, you know what? Like, starting today, I'm going to give 100% in everything that I do today. Because as being a father, I sit here and preach to him like, bro, you got to give 100%. You playing football. He plays football for the school. He does soccer. He does this and this and that. And I always preach to him, you have to do this and this and that. Well, now it's like, am I really applying the things that I'm teaching my son?
You got to practice what you preach.
Yeah, exactly. Am I really practicing what I preach? And I haven't been. So I was driving today. I was like, you know what? I'm going to give 110%. That's what I told myself, 110%. He has this poster in his room. He has a Muhammad Ali, MLK, all like the powerful, black leaders. He's mixed. He's half white, half black, of course. And so I'm like, if there was any time for me to be an example, I have to be an example for myself. When I look in the mirror, you have to be an example for yourself. So when I look in the mirror, I have to be proud of who I am. Because if you're not proud, when you look in the mirror, when you wake up in the morning, you look in the mirror and you're like, oh, I'm not where I want to be. This is not where I want to live. This is not what I want to, not materialistic. Fuck materialistic. That shit comes and goes. But stuff that's, that has substance. You want to have substance because when you have substance, that stuff carries. And so, a lot of people, they're like, Joel, you have a lot of, high energy. You have good character. And it's like, I want to pass that on as I go. But at the same time, you want to make money too. So how can you have good character and make good money? You be consistent and persistent every fucking day. That's all you gotta do, is be consistent. It's like, if you're gonna be a shitty person, be a shit person every fucking day. You can't be shitty
And that's how you
Monday,
become
Tuesday, Wednesday,
only an acquaintance
and be a
of
good
Molly.
person Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's like, no, bro. It's like you do it every day. No matter if it's a little bit here on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then it's a lot on Thursday, Friday. Long as you're doing consistent, persistent, you're gonna make it to the top. And that's, when I look back, where I came from nothing. I came from the hood, Oak Cliff. My family moved to the east side. I lost my mom 10 years ago. Never met my dad. I can make all these fucking excuses as a black male. But the one thing that always changed me, I never want to be a statistic. And a lot of people don't understand that. You kind of saw it this year. How the cops treat blacks and the BLM movement. But that shit was real. I've been pulled over, by 6 cops in Keller. I live in Keller. My son is in the Keller district. But did it stop me from giving my son a better education? Because I had a bitter, bad experience. It's like, no, I grew from it. I learned from it. I grew from it. And now I teach him this is what can happen. How can you move forward from that? And that's what life is. Life sucks at the end of the day. It's how you make life. Like Lil Wayne said, life's a bitch. But I'm gonna fuck that hoe. And that's how I look at it. You know what I mean? Like, it's already that may be. I'm gonna run this shit and I'm gonna own it. And like I said,
but you're not gonna run with me. But you're not gonna run with me.
I'll outrun your ass.
I am calling Joel out. Next time I'm on, we're gonna let you know how the 5K time went.
Up, I have this quote. I live, in my bathroom. I bought my first house almost 2 years ago with a pool, 4-bedroom house, 2 bath with 2 bath, beautiful home.
Beautiful home.
Great pool.
Yeah, and
the HQ, the headquarters.
And and I talked about this before. I broke generational curses for my family, and the thing is that every day when I wake up, it's all about the man in the mirror. Michael Jackson said it. You might have missed the point, but be happy with the man in the mirror. And
or woman.
Yeah, that too. But I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, and until that happens, I'm not gonna stop hustling. So that's Joel's Corner. I just want to let y'all know. I want to share that with you.
Well spoken.
That's deep, Joel.
Well, we're gonna switch it up. Joel's Corner was brought to you by Every Angle Inspection.
Shout out to Chris.
Shout out to Chris. Usually we do Every Angle Inspection with Trash Talk, but we switched it because it's such a great Joel's Corner today. We're gonna switch it up. You can reach out to Chris for any inspection needs. Chris is his phone number is 469-573-3362 or everyangleinspectors.com.